So I went to Comic-Con as Chainsaw Man, which I was saying I was going to do. I told y'all I was going to cosplay as Chainsaw Man this year, bro. I said it and I did it, bro. Let's go. This video I'm explaining how I made it. I'm gonna show y'all. So this is the head piece. You feel me? This is this, and these are the arms. A little damage, a little damage. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We missing a little piece right there. I literally watched it fall off. I was hurt. I was hurt, but it's okay. Somebody bumped into somebody and it came off. But a couple things I would do different, right? Well, let me tell you how I made it first, right? So got this big, it's like a roll of like this foam, right? It's like a foam roll. It's not styrofoam. I use styrofoam for Shynah1k cosplay. I use styrofoam for this, and styrofoam is definitely not a good material if you're gonna be like, you know, making a cosplay. It's too hard. Not really very moldable. But I use a softer foam for that. I'll find the exact name of the foam. Just cut up the pieces. So I cut out this, like these pieces first, like the long, or I guess a small. I cut out like the long pieces, right? And then I cut out small little triangle shaped little pieces. You feel me? Use some foam tack. Y'all can see that. Use some foam tack to you know, glue the foam pieces together. It's actually low key, high key, pretty easy, bro. It was not hard. It was not hard, bro. I was thinking, I kind of knew it was gonna be easy once I did the Katana Man. I was like, all right, it's not gonna be that bad. You just gotta make things. I like the way it came out too. It's a lot more. Chainsaw Man normally has like a smaller, more chainsaw looking one. This looked like more like an evil, you know, it just looked more like, I don't know, like more like sinister looking, you know. And I actually really rock with that. It really fit my vibe. Really fit my type of my style, you know. That's the fun part about doing artistic projects. You see how these characters can match into your style, which is pretty cool. The thing that I feel like these were fine. Like, I feel like, you know, I didn't really mess up with these because, you know, I could just hold them like this, cool. But this piece right here, you know, he has a chainsaw sticking out of his head, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make the chainsaw sticking out of my head, and I'm gonna use some, it's like this glue that I guess like is used in like movies or whatever, like makeup glue to glue pieces to the face. That it held on until I got to Comic-Con, and it was on for a bit. Like, it definitely stayed on for a bit, but this piece is too flimsy, which is the problem. This piece is too flimsy. So the whole time I'm going to Comic-Con, the wind blowing, flew. I'm like, bruh. So I gotta hold my thing like this to my head, making sure it don't come off my head before I get to Comic-Con, right? And the problem was that the base is too thin, right? It's too thin, so it's not enough. Like, I needed more more foam around it, like a thicker base. That way, as a more like it's stuck to my head more, right? So wind blows, it's not blowing in the wind like this, bro. It was flimsy and it was blowing like that, so I ended up taking it off. But it still looked good, you know. It still came out fire, and I was really happy with the product. But, you know, if I were to change it, right, I would definitely put more foam like right here, so like a thicker base, so more foam pieces right here, so it's more base to hold on to my head. And I was thinking, I'm like, all right, this might be a problem, right? I kind of figured it was gonna be a problem, but like, this glue is actually really good. Like, it's stuck on, bro, even past the wind. Like, I did have to hold it, but even when it was like going like that and like you know, being flimsy, it was still on my face. You know, I didn't have to hold it the whole time. You know, when I was there walking around, it was just like, you know, coming off, and it started coming off, and I ended up taking it off, but I could have left it on. It probably would have fell off on its own. But it was there for a minute, bro. So I had the fake blood too, so I can have the chainsaw sticking on my head. So like, you know, if I were to do anything different, I would definitely make a thicker base for my head. But the process was easy, bro. Just cut the foam pieces, glue it on, and then just paint. You know, just paint. And then in the morning, glued the piece to my forehead, put those on my arms, and then put some blood around it. I was going to put like paper towels to like make a thicker base, but I'm like, nah. Like, it just looked bad. Like, I was putting the blood on the paper towels, and like, it just didn't. You could, like, if I were to go with that, you would be able to see like the white. I didn't want that, right? And then I got the shirt that was like, you know, the Chainsaw Man public safety shirt. Got that from Walmart. nothing too crazy, right? Then the tie. You know, so like pretty calm cosplay. It didn't cost too much. I think all around, if I had to guess, I ended up buying like look at how much gray paint I got, bro. I bought that much gray paint. Think I'm gonna use all of that? I didn't. I didn't, bro. I used not even like, and I bought 2 foam tags too. Think I was gonna use all of it. I didn't, bro. I didn't even use a full one, bro. You know, it ended up using a lot less supplies than I thought I was going to. But I was just, prefer to have more than, necessary. Because, like, if I can eat it more, I got more. But it all worked out, bro. It all worked out. It was actually a pretty smooth process. The longest thing was, like, letting the glue and the paint dry. It really didn't take long. It really wasn't hard, bro. Now, I do want to, someday make the whole helmet so I could really be Chainsaw Man. Like, this is like Denji Chainsaw Man. When he fought the Leech Devil and had the chain sticking out of his head, or when he fought, I'm not gonna say it because spoilers, but it's like Denji low on blood Chainsaw Man, right? But I want to go full Chainsaw Man with the helmet, with the big helmet with the thing in the back, and I want to do that at some point. Don't know when. Might do that next Comic-Con. Go with the actual helmet. Chainsaw Man round 2. We'll see. But I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of the way it came out. Came out really fire. I made a vlog on my experience at Comic-Con, so I'm gonna put the link to that in the description. But yeah, that was it. That was cosplay. I told y'all I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna be Chainsaw Man when I'm back, and I was Chainsaw Man, bro. Next cosplay, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I might do Black Mage again. I did Black Mage before a while ago for Halloween, and I don't know. I've been feeling him again, bro. I've been feeling him again. It's a simple one too, so I might do that again. But we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing again, bro. All right, I'm out. Love y'all. Goodbye.